You stretching going into the show, like we're going to be doing calisthenics.
Yeah, kind of lunges.
You know what I did
today.
last night?
Tell me.
Goat yoga.
How was that for you?
It was fun. It was really fun.
Did you take any pictures?
I did. I took a lot of pictures.
I bet they're posted on your social media.
No, they're not.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Look at you keeping things private.
Maybe I'll post them. They were fun.
Look at that.
It was really fun, but anyway.
Good morning, Cincinnati. I'm Bob Herzog.
And I'm Jen Dalton. Thank you for joining us on ARC Cincinnati on this Friday. TGIF.
Yes. Thank you, Lord.
We are celebrating spring with beer.
Yes.
Sure sounds like fun.
Yes.
And just ahead, we tell you about a massive celebration happening in Covington tonight.
That's right. We're also going to draw the news. And this week, we get some help from one of our fine co-workers. Chelsea Sick's going to come out here and draw the news with us.
We're reeling her in.
But first, let's see what's brewing in the tri-state. Hey guys, I can tell right now.
Is it you or is it me?
No, it's me. It's the brown mic. Brown mic. It's going bad.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna tell you right.
Are you sure it's you?
Yeah, because see how it's not touching anything, but it's still making noises when I pivot.
Okay.
When I pivot.
Well, here, we'll do this segment maybe and then we'll switch.
Is that the orange one, Shelby?
Orange one?
No.
Oh.
Hey guys, I'm gonna switch to the red microphone. This is authentic and real and happening on television.
Do you want to do that while I take this?
Sure.
Okay, that sounds good. There is some big news from the Cincinnati Zoo. You might remember a few weeks back we told you about Gladys the gorilla and how she injured her arm. Well, the Cincinnati Zoo says she's doing well and her health is improving. The zoo sent us this video of her latest checkup. Her care team wanted to see how the world's first 3D printed titanium cast was holding up. How cool is that they did that? Gladys broke her arm in a little scuffle she had with her siblings. So engineers at General Electric designed the first of its kind cast. The zoo says Gladys is tolerating it better than they expected. She needs some physical therapy, but her range of motion, it's getting better every day. She'll be in a cast the next few weeks and will stay behind the scenes until she is completely healed. It's just incredible.
All of it's incredible.
People that came together to make that happen and help her heal.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Now, she's tolerating it really well, too.
They talked about, it's going to take her some time to get back into the enclosure, because I would imagine you'll have some pretty significant muscle atrophy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just like any of us would have.
We had a cast on for that long. Therapy?
I guess
so. You ever broken something and then you have to go in and you have to
work it back.
Physical therapy?
Had that happen with the leg.
I had my wrist.
Broke a leg. Did the things. Had to do some some of this stuff, some of that stuff.
Aww.
But I'm glad they're checking ours. It's going to be great. Can we do a little tease about the zoo? We did something at the zoo.
Did. We were at the zoo yesterday. Speaking of some great video.
We're going to talk about some zoo bibbies. We got to spend some time with some zoo bibbies.
We got to spend some time with some zoo baby penguins, and they were talking to Bob. They really had a lot to say. It's an exclusive, in-depth interview.
It's not really stuff I can talk about on TV, to be honest with you. It's pretty personal between me and the penguins. And then we're going to tell you why giraffes have purple tongues.
Yep.
I didn't know.
We got to feed the youngest giraffe yesterday as well. Yeah, it was really cool.
Buddy Zeke.
So that'll be coming up next week.
Yes.
Well, it's National Bike to Work Week, and there is a big event celebrating people who pedal to the office. It's happening today. Right now, Cincinnati cyclists are hosting a breakfast on the bridge. Dozens of cyclists will be gathered on the Kentucky side of the Purple People Bridge. The event runs until 9. But even if you missed that, all day today, Metro is providing free rides to cyclists. All Metro buses have cycle racks, of course.
And other cycling news for you this morning. The Cincinnati Red Bikes are back up and running. The bike rental program went through some funding issues, had to shut down earlier this year, you'll recall. The program has enough money as it stands to run for the next 12 months. But according to our partners at the Cincinnati Business Courier, Cincy Red Bike still looking for more long-term funding. There are 72 Red Bike stations, and last year, the bikes were rented out more than 140,000 times. I've never done the Red Bikes before.
I have never done any of that kind of stuff.
It's so interesting to me because you hear 140,000 times, and you think that feels like it should be enough to be self-sustaining at that point. Now, I don't know, what's the cost associated with a
I don't know. Has anybody
Red
ever done a Red Bike? $750?
$750 for like an hour, for the day? For an hour. $750 for an hour.
That's kind of expensive, actually, when you think about it.
Well, $140,000 though, if they were used that a year. But that's $750 a throw. I don't know how much it costs to maintain that many bikes or pay people to get the bikes back to their stations if they're not in the stations and all of the things.
People just kind of leave them all over town, and so then somebody has to go get them.
Willy-nilly, Jen.
Right.
Willy-nilly.
I don't know.
Do you have to?
Tanner says it's cheaper than an Uber, though.
Do you have to take them back to a station? Do you have to, or can you just? You will get charged if you don't return them to a station.
Oh, you do? I thought.
Yeah. I guess it's not like the scooters.
The scooters are the ones
you can just.
Okay.
I see the scooters all over the place.
Maybe we should do a segment on the Red Bikes one day.
Didn't we do
live on the Red bikes?
What did we do the
on the
segways?
bikes on the banks? of the river.
There was so
in a
many.
van, then we go into a van down by the river.
Down by the river. Don't usually
won't
don't get in the van down by the river.
Don't do that.
We don't recommend that.
But we should red bike sometime.
Okay, I thought you meant we should get in the van down by the river.
Not that one.
Don't do that.
Don't ever do that.
Okay.
Well, we're expecting an exciting announcement this morning from the Voices of America Country Music Fest.
Yeah, there could be a new name joining the already packed lineup. We'll find out more at 10 o'clock this morning. The weekend concert series making its return this year in August. Dozens of country artists, including the likes of Jason Aldean, Keith Urban, and Sam Hunt, are set to take the stage. Organizers say they're expecting another sellout this year. Can't wait to hear the name. I don't know, but I mean, if they're making a big enough deal about it that they're going to have a big announcement at 10 o'clock, it's got to be
huge.
It's got to be a pretty big name.
Yeah, big name.
And they've already got big names, so I still can't believe how well they pulled that off last year.
Whoever organized that first, we should sit down with them. That's another thing we should do, because I want to know, they did an amazing job just right out of the chute.
The ingress, the egress.
Names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a spot where there's already a lot of traffic.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? So anyway, we'll see what happens when we hear at 10 o'clock. I'm sure it'll be out on all of the places. Hey, tickets go on sale in just a little while for a show starring Olympian Simone Biles. She's coming to town. The 23-time gold medal gymnast is bringing her Gold Over America tour to Heritage Bank Center. The ticket link goes live at 10 o'clock this morning. The show is on November 2nd, just a few short months after she comes back from the Paris Olympics. Whoa,
Before we get back to Simone,
you're having a thought. I can see it in your head.
Director Ryan says I have a crazy hair sticking out somewhere in the back. Where is it?
You want me to fix it?
Yeah, there it is. Is that it? Is that it, Ryan?
Is that better?
Did you get the crazy hair? Was that it? Or is there more? There's always a crazy hair on my head.
I think it's great.
I've got so much hair. Thank you.
Got to be honest.
See, that's a good director. See, you check my teeth,
and Ryan
checks my hair.
We're kind of like Gladys the gorilla. We might as well just start preening one another.
There we go.
We've sort of reached that point.
I appreciate that, Ryan, for real. But getting back to this.
Yes.
I wanted to know more about the show, so I kind of looked it up.
Because there's going to be men this year.
Yes, they're bringing men this year, but they've done it before. But people say it's almost like a pop concert / gymnastics event.
Okay.
So they're doing.
So it's like the floor routine. There's music going on, all that kind of stuff.
And you saw her in the video there, and she was wearing like a Wonder Woman suit. So they changed costumes. They're doing like to popular music, all kinds of cool stuff.
That's fun.
It reminds me of almost like a Disney on Ice kind of thing, but obviously they're doing gymnastics. Oh, here, we're going to see it again. But look, so watch. It just looks so cool that you see their incredible talent, and they're switching events really, really fast.
Well, and the fact you're going to see all of these folks so soon after the Olympics with, goodness knows what's going to have happened there, that they'll be just sort of riding high and all that kind of stuff. So
a chance to see Simone Biles live.
Yeah.
Doing what she does, and all these incredible people doing what they do. Look at that. So they're switching between events real fast.
And think of the phenomenon of sort of walking away from the sport for a little bit and then just popping right back in where she left off.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Amazing.
Unreal. Sure, you could stop watching now, but let's be honest, you want to see more. So click some of those links, or better yet, go ahead and tap subscribe. That way you'll catch more content from Local 12.